Another week of Amiga Heaven, and today we are carrying on from the video last week, and we are looking at Dune 2. Now this is the game that I feel that a lot of people are going to want to watch, because this is the game that so many people loved and played. It was one of the first real-time strategy games that I can think probably ever existed.
Dune.
The battle for Arrakis. Now, anyone that's obviously anyone that's played real-time strategies will know, it all involves kind of, it's not the quickest game type in the world. It does take its time. So we're going to be building bases, we're going to be building armies, conquering Dune. So we'll see how it goes. See how much I can get done, shall we say. Land of Sand. Home of the spice Melange. The spice controls the empire. Whoever controls Dune controls the spice. The Emperor has proposed a challenge to each of the houses. Now we do have an extra house here compared to the last game. And basically, you are allowed to just fight. It is whoever controls the most wins. Vast armies have arrived. I'm going to try and do, I think, if I can remember correctly, the first mission is just a basic mission of this is how it works. The second mission, you can choose where you want to go, and I want to at least try and do 2 missions here. They're the new house. Ordos. And the Harkonnens are still here. Only one house will prevail. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to replay the introduction. It took so long to get through. I am not replaying it. Alright, let's play the game. Now, I'll probably choose the new house just to see what they are. I know that the Atreides are pretty good. The Harkonnens do have a lot more kind of brutal attacks. So I'll probably give these ones a try. These are the new house. House Ordos. The home world is frigid and ice-covered world. We presume the import their agricultural and technological goods from nearby star systems. Acting as traders and brokers. They produce no goods of their own, yet rely on merchandising skills. Oh, so they're always the middleman. Yeah, let's give that one. I am your mentat, and you may call me Ammon. To be of any value, you must provide us with credits. As a test, we will assign you to a region and ask to meet the quota of 1,000 credits. Okay, 1,000 credits. Build a refinery and harvest the spice. I am very busy, but you may call upon me if you have further questions. Why, that's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Yes. Let's get this going. First mission. Yay, there we go. But I always got into the position where I would build as many... Okay, yep, that's fine, I know that. Okay. So you can build structures on your own, or you can build concrete. Oh no, he suicided himself. Now, if anyone's watching this thinking, oh, this is interesting, I have sped this up. I'm going to redo, because these missions do take quite a while. So my original commentary, I'm going to repeat now over the top of this, because there were, it was far too slow. So this is much faster, and the whole thing is sped up. But essentially, you can place structures on the ground, but they will only have half of their life. Or you can place this concrete underneath them, and they get a full life. So, this first mission is purely to build a harvester, so you can get the spice, and you've got just enough for the wind turbine and for that, and then he brings your harvester for you. There it is, and away it goes, looking for spice. Now it will collect all the spice in the area, but once it gets to within a certain range outside of its base, you have to tell it where to go. It won't just automatically go to any spice anywhere. So probably this stuff down here, for example, there is a high possibility it will not just automatically go there once it's run out. So you will have to direct it there, or just build one closer to that. Okay, so that is the space that we have. The concrete area is the space that we have to build if we wanted to build any more. In this first mission, you don't get other choices. This is all you're given. So we couldn't build more even if we wanted to. Oh, here it comes. Let's see how much money. Oops, going up. Nearly. There you go. You have to do 2. So you know what? I'll repair, because why not? I know I'm gonna get a lot more than that, so let's just go. Let's have a little look round. There's gonna be some enemy units in the area, like the one that dived at our building right at the start. So let's have a little look round while it's doing its thing. But yeah, I'll get into my what I used to love to do with these games, because I did start to talk. I found one. Is I love to build, especially with the original Command and Conquer games. I used to love to just build hundreds and hundreds of men. Just put all my money into as many men as I could physically have on the map, and then just have this huge squadron of guys just wandering around the map, killing everything in their path. In most of these kind of games, there you go, we completed it. In most of these kind of games, you find that there is a vehicle somewhere that can run over your men. That was always a travesty for me, but I did it nonetheless. I love it. This game doesn't really work in that way. If you continue to display good management skills, we may find a permanent position for you in our organisation. There you go, lovely. We succeeded. Yeah, this game doesn't really work in that way because you can't drag and select all of your guys. You have to move them one at a time, and that then becomes a little bit tedious. If you've got a large group of guys, you can't select them all and move them all. Doesn't work. There you go, we harvested 1407 and we destroyed 1 unit. Yay. And we are a desert mongoose. Okay. Now this is the bit I love, because what they do is they show you the map of Dune, and they show you which territory is which. You then get the choice of where you want to expand to next, and that is then your next mission. There we go. So we have the land southeast. The Harkonnens are heavily north, and the Atreides are southwest. And there you go, we can go into there, there, or there. And I choose that one because it is in the middle of 2. And now this is where it does get slightly more interesting, because the mission they give you isn't necessarily quite as important, isn't necessarily what you have to do to win the level. Your quota is now 2,700. That is your goal. We do not expect you to destroy the Harkonnen forces in the area. However, you should consider the time that could be saved by appropriating their silos. Now, how you do that, I don't know. Because what I tried doesn't work. But this is what I mean by what they told you isn't necessarily the mission. The mission is to get 2700. I can tell you now, going into this mission, I do not get 2700. I fall short. But the mission then becomes kill all the other enemies. So for anyone out there who knows that, look at the time that's left in this video. I am only doing this mission and then the video is over. That's how long it is going to take me to do this mission. So for anyone who is like, no, I've seen enough, that's fine, I'll see what's happening next week, then thank you for watching and I will see you next week. If you want to see what video is going to be next week, then check on my website. However, for those that are sticking with it, I do get rather into this level because the first thing I want to really do is appropriate their silo, because he told me I can do it. Every time I send a man into an enemy building of any kind, it attacks it. And I don't know if I have to get the level to a small enough amount and then send a man in and he will then take it over, or what, I don't know. But needless to say, in this episode, I do not work that out. There it goes, searching for spice. Although the thing I do like in this is you now have pretty much free reign. I think if I hadn't have gone crazy with the money, building everything I could, I probably would have completed the mission. I spend too much money too quickly, and then the spice runs out. There's an outpost, and here comes the radar. There it is. So the outpost is definitely worth getting because you get a proper map and a nice radius around the base. So we have the light vehicles, the infantry. I like the fact that you have both as well. You're not stuck with just having men to start with and then build up. If you want to do your vehicles first, you do your vehicles first. What I think I'll say here as well, if anyone is still watching this, I do want to say that I have started a Patreon account. Now, obviously, I love what I'm doing so far, but it's difficult to keep up with it and still work here and there, do other bits and pieces. It's very difficult. So I've started the Patreon account for anyone who enjoys these videos but wants them to be a little bit more frequent. You know, they can show their support, and that will then allow me to do these more frequently. And one of the rewards that I am offering people through Patreon is you will get to be 1 week ahead on the Amiga Heaven videos. What I will do is, as one video goes up on YouTube, the next video will go up to Patreon. Oh, we found the enemy. They're in this corner. And he's running into us. Look at all my cars. Yes, so basically that's what I'm looking to do. And for anyone who supports through Patreon, will be able to watch It will be the same day, it will still be on a Sunday, but if you go to the Patreon website, you will receive an update which will be the next video. And then the following week it will go onto YouTube anyway, so if you can't get to watch it for whatever reason, it will still go to YouTube the following week. Okay, now, I mean, it goes to show you here as well, kind of the differences between the groups. So you have my team here. Once you build a barracks, you can then build men, and the first man you can build is an infantry soldier or a squadron that you have to upgrade to. The Harkonnen forces have rocket troopers, which are much harder. They, I have to say, are pretty harsh. But like I said, it's very difficult to not be able to just kind of select more than one unit. So I don't want an individual guy, I want infantries, I want groups of. Because they are definitely going to provide a much more firepower against the rocket troopers, because they are quite tough here. So, yep, they've got quite a few cars. And because I poked the hornet's nest, they all now come their way. Everybody move and attack. See, I know that I'm probably not going to do too well here. Because I've got, like, a trike and a man against 2 4-wheeled cars. I'm sure the quads are better than the trikes, hence the number of wheels. And yeah, my guys at the top are dead. And this car's going to be gone soon. And it's, as long as I deal with the ones that attack the base at the moment, that's probably the most important. There you go, it's all gone. And yeah, I think my all-out attack on the Harkonnens is the reason I lose so much money here. I feel like had I have just kind of harvested all the spice close to me, that would have been a lot better. See, systematic, slowly but surely, we clear out the fog of war. Mainly looking to see where the spice is. There we go. See, the money's not coming along too badly. But yeah, my lack of control over squads I think is the big issue. There we go. So you see, this is what I was saying. The harvester just stops. Now, I like to think that there is enough spice close enough for it to get to, but it keeps stopping. And I have to keep going and telling it to do work every time it fills up. Now this trike's life is quite low. Oh, and it's dead. There you go. Okay. I knew it died soon, but I didn't realise it was that quickly. So, I decided, alright, let's take out this side. Go up here. Now, obviously, yep, and I come across their base. Now, we knew their base was over here. And he's just going to make his way into as far into the corner as he can before he dies, which is quite quickly. But you see, I can see their base there. And that's handy to know where everything is. Because unlike more modern RTSs, you know, the fog doesn't come back, so I can now always just see where they are. And you see, I've now got time to harvest again. And because I've provoked them again, they are now making their way to me. And you can see there's not a whole lot of spice here really. So I tell it to go and harvest some more. And these guys, I have somewhat of an OCD in that I can't have like one spot undiscovered. I have to be able to at least see everywhere, especially when there's no reason why I can't. So you see, now that's their silo. I do what I can, but when I send my guys to the silo, that one runs away. When I send my guys to the silo, they just to shoot at it, and I don't have a man, like an infiltrator of any kind. So I just go on the full out attack because as far as I'm concerned, I can't see any more spice. Now there is some in the middle, and I think that's where my problem was. If I had taken all of the spice that I had seen and then all of the stuff in the middle, and I think I probably would have got the amount I needed. But as it is, I didn't do that. And as you can see, I mean, even their harvester isn't moving. Oh, see, my base is under attack now. And you see, I think it's around about here. I remember what I was saying previously, and I suddenly think, hold on a minute, can I run their men over with my harvester? Because I said it before, in a lot of these games you can do that with the bigger tanks. You can just run over the infantry guys. So, you know, I'm using my money, making some more. Now, he is annoying because they've built him in there, so he now can't get out. But we can't get to him either because he has the buildings in the way. what I also find with this is I end up getting into an annoying battle with the enemy that you'll see I'll get to shortly. I feel like first of all let's destroy the harvester. Get that out of the way because I don't want that running any of my men over. You see, I've only got like attack and move. So, and then they just bring another one, which is frustrating because I was like, oh, it took me all that time. And even though they don't have spice, the same way that I do not have spice, technically they are still building units as well. Oh, you see, and there he's out. So not only do we have the men that are where the refinery stood, but we now also have him who is now let loose. And then the guy from the top comes down. There you go, you two attack each other. I'm losing most of my guys. There we go. Send him in. And he just walked into it. So I don't know. You know. I didn't know what to do. So I'm thinking, okay, right, what I've got to do now. And again, I could be wrong, but I'm going to give it a go. Maybe I need to destroy it. And then I get their spice. Doesn't work. And they build another harvester, which is weird. Another refinery, just because there is no spice. You know, the harvester hasn't moved for a while. So it's a little bit strange that they would choose to do that. So I decide, well, one of the good things to destroy would either be the construction yard, because then they can't build anymore, or the power, the wind trap. So I just start my men to attack them. And you'll see what happens in a minute with the wind trap, I think. Construction yard is down. Kaboom. So I start attacking the wind trap, and look, the wind trap is full, almost. So I realised, there it is. The building on the left of the wind trap is where they build their men from. So I'm going to retreat both my guys. So I decide, no, let's not run away. Let's go for it. And that's the point when I think, maybe I need to move my guys to run them over. Can't remember if it worked or not, but I thought I'll give it a go, as I haven't really got anyone to defend anymore. And my harvester tends to go around, but then he doesn't. As long as you do a direct movement, he runs over the guys. And it's like, oh lovely, well then I don't have to worry, because I'll just make sure that my harvester is there and they will run over all the men. And I'm surprised their harvester hadn't done that to me up to this point. Now obviously, because because I've got rid of the construction yard, it means I'm able to destroy the buildings and I can't rebuild them again this time. So, take out the radar. Still building men. So I should have probably destroyed this building first. Still use my harvester. And this is the problem I'm saying. The problem I have now is he literally, the enemy, cannot spend any more money on anything else. So what they do is they continually heal their wind trap until they run out of money. So I literally just need to send people into it until it physically can't heal it anymore. It's ridiculous. It's harvester. I might as well get the truck up there first. Or the quad, sorry. Build another truck. I mean, the money's useless now anyway. Plus, I would have to have killed these guys anyway. There you go. Move them both up at the same time. Quad dead, and then I think, well, I better check everywhere else first. And that's the map basically finished. So these two can just continue to attack this just because most frustrating end. And it's finally dead. Congratulations. We are beginning to be noticed. All done. Now let's see how much spice we got. Well over the amount needed, but we spent a lot of that, or all of it pretty much. We got exactly half. And all 7 of their buildings. Nice. So I feel like it should have just finished it once I collected total the amount, but you know, it's fair enough. Okay, and that is where I will end it. So thank you if you have watched the whole of this. You've suffered through. Thank you very much. And to see what's happening next week, please check the website. And thank you very much.